Hey everyone, Gaijin Goombah here, and welcome to another ad-lib video, because the best stuff that I want to talk about seems to happen while I'm asleep, and holy crap do I want to talk about this. So in case you haven't been on like Twitter or Reddit or any other social forum for the last 6 hours or so, Exeggutor, Vulpix, Ninetales, Sandshrew, and Sandslash have obtained brand new forms. Now, typically I'm not one to talk about animals and plants, that's actually my wife's job, but I just got done doing a fun Exeggutor video in queue for Culture Shock over on the Theorist channel, and some of my best life experiences abroad made me think twice about these brand new forms. Now, a lot of people are calling them really crazy, especially Exeggutor's new form. I mean, the memes have just been popping up all over the place, but is it really as crazy as everyone thinks? I don't think so. Now, let's start with Exeggutor because I love this guy. I mean, not only do I just love grass-type Pokemon, but I specifically love Exeggutor. I've used him a bunch in Pokemon proper, and he's my absolute main that I used to crush gyms in Pokemon Go. Now, granted, his new appearance is really weird and kind of seems nonsensical, but I promise you that it makes sense. And the reason why is because palm trees really are both stocky and super tall. Now, tropical palm trees, especially the ones that we see in places like California, tend to be really tall. Like, I don't even know how they stay up tall. But why is that, especially when desert palm trees are so short and stocky and clustered together? Well, consider this. Desert palm trees have very little water to work with, but a whole lot of sun. So they get really close to the ground and surround themselves in packs, right next to bodies of water so they can keep themselves alive. Tropical palm trees, on the other hand, are more spread out and super tall, and the reason for that is to prevent flood damage. I mean, think about it. When you're on the coast, you're constantly going to be having stuff like tidal waves and monsoons, and if you're a short, stocky little tree, you're not going to survive that pretty well, but if you're really tall and really well-rooted, you're going to be able to survive that. Now, think about Exeggutor. Exeggutor, as we know in Pokemon, has been typically inland. While their Pokedex entries say that they are originally from the tropics, right now, as we know them, they are an inland plant. So for them to resemble more of the desert palm trees that are short and stocky would make more sense, but as far as the Alola region, Exeggutor would probably have to be really tall in case there were monsoons and tidal waves that theoretically would happen all the time in this island chain. Now that describes the new Exeggutor's appearance, but what about the new type? This boy is now a dragon type as well as being grass type, and he really doesn't look like a dragon. Like, that's been a really big point of contention for a lot of people online. But I believe I have a theory, don't you say game theory, about why this guy does have a dragon type now. Dragon fruit. Now check this out. Dragon fruit is typically grown in the tropics of Asia, like Vietnam, Thailand, and southern China. But very recently, there's been a massive increase of production in all different kinds of tropical areas, including Hawaii. So, while the whole concept may seem kind of strange and Exeggutor might seem kind of dumb having that big long giraffe neck and being a dragon type, I think there are reasons behind that. So now we move on to Ice Vulpix, Ice Ninetales, Ice Sandshrew, and Ice Sandslash. Now outside of Mega Evolutions, this is the first time we're really seeing old Pokemon with brand new typing. And it seems pretty wild that the Pokemon went with opposites, having moved from hot and dry areas to cold and snowy areas. And while a lot of people are happy about this, some people think it's kind of weird, but I kid you not guys, this has happened before in nature, but in reverse. So you've got Vulpix and Ninetales, which is obviously a reference to the Japanese Kitsune, a mythological animal. Well, that ain't the only Japanese animal to have gone to polar opposites. In this case, literally polar opposites. Consider the Japanese macaque, native to the mountain regions of Japan, and while often they are considered pests of the rural folk, they also have prominent places in Japanese history and culture. Mostly because these monkeys have their own culture. They have hierarchies, organizations, and group rules, making them very human-like and mysterious. And also like humans in harsh winter months, they chill in hot springs just like we do. Well, when you move them to zoos, like Lincoln Park Zoo or even Central Park Zoo, these monkeys have gone from more cold and snowy climates of the mountains to temperate, warmer locations. And when you've got a fur coat this heavy, it can get crazy hot, especially during the summer months in these locations. So what's their solution to this problem? Reverse engineering. Adapting to the hotter climate by chilling out in cool bodies of water. That's not as extreme as growing ice on your body, or I guess in this case, macaques rapidly changing body temperature or shedding their hair. But it just goes to show that animals and plants in real life have all kinds of ways of adapting to their new environment. It may look weird and they may behave strangely, but it's all true to life. But thanks for watching, everyone. I gotta get back to work on main content, but I just had to talk about this kind of stuff. And if you're looking for similar gaming analysis videos, click those annotations or links in the description to check out more. And if you like this kind of content and want to see more, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on every single new video that I put out. But until next time, everyone, this is Gaijin Goombah signing out.